few years ago, we were doing a short film called Annulment. And the character I kind of came up with, her name was Dice, and she is a contract killer with some military background training. And after we did the film is called Annulment. It was directed by Lamont Gam for Creative Genius Films. And afterwards, I always wanted to do more with the character. But with it being a short film, there was only so much time we had to tell her story. So I always wrote down little things about her and who she was, who trained her, why was she doing what she was doing. Until finally, one day I wrote a scene with her. And after I read it back, I just knew that this was the story that I wanted to write. I felt so inspired to write something totally different, from a totally different genre than I've ever written before. Nice.
Yeah. It's your boy, JS1 the Supplier. We back in the building. Yo, what a special edition of Real Reviews. Man, I am excited. I am like in a whole nother realm because first of all, like Real Reviews, I mainly do film and TV. We normally talk about movies, what's going on, this, that, the third. So, you know what I mean, when I got the hit, you know, on my line, you know what I'm saying, yo, bro, I got something I'm gonna send you. I need you to check it out. I need you to tell me what's good. You know what I'm saying? When this gentleman calls, this guy right here, this guy, when he calls, I'm paying attention. You know what I'm saying? When he tells me I got something for you, you gotta check it out, I'm gonna read it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud and happy and honored to talk about, hold on, where's my joint at? It's right here. You know what I mean? A dangerous woman. All right. It took me 2 days tops. I knocked this out in 2 days. It's a easy, quick read. You know what I'm saying? And today I'm gonna give y'all a complete breakdown of this book, top to bottom. You know what I mean? The positives, the negatives, you know, everything. You know what I mean? So I wanted to play that little clip in the beginning to kind of give you guys a clear understanding of, you know, where the writer's coming from. You know what I mean? There's nothing more important. I feel like when you're reading a book, is a different level of enjoyment when you not necessarily have you personally know the author, but you kind of have an understanding of their voice, how they write, their writing style. I've read quite a few Marlon McCaulsky books in the past. Definitely Pink Palace is one of my favorites. Definitely from Diva was a Vixen to Diva. I read one of those, and then there's a few others that I was able to get into. But you know what? That's the crazy part. When all of the books that I previously read were based more on like love and relationships and, you know, like entertainment industry, sex, stuff like that. So like when he was like, you know, when I got it in the mail, and I started reading it, I'm like, whoa, this don't have nothing to do with entertainment, which was exciting for me. I love more action-based content, whether it's books, whether it's films. I love things that have pacing to it. One of the things I will say off the top, one of my initial impressions was, first of all, great design. You know what I'm saying? If you see this young lady, she's a beautiful young lady, but she kind of it's not like she's some super thick person. She kind of more has the physique of somebody that's out in these streets doing some extracurricular type of things as far as like, you know, shooting people, killing people. She's got a big gigantic yammy in her hands. So, you know what I mean? Somebody getting blown away, and it ain't like you getting clipped in the leg by mistake. You know what I mean? And then the title is like A Dangerous Woman. So like you got to understand, either, you know, she slapping them over the head with a frying pan or she gunning them down. However we doing it, I'm trying to see what it's about. So my initial impression, without knowing too much, like I'm gonna play a clip from the short film Annulment that I thought was really good. That was my initial impression. I was just like, yo, the short film was kind of straight to it. You know, you have a very, you know, she's an urban character, but she's definitely smart. She's very self-assured. She's very confident. However, she's very cautious. I'm like, these are characteristics that I'm like, okay, this could make for an interesting book. The annulment short story had some twists and turns in it. And like I said, knowing kind of how Marlon likes to frame his stories with a lot of twists and turns, with a lot of interesting characters, I was already knew kind of what I was in for. Didn't know exactly what, but I just knew that, all right, this isn't going to be like a straightforward, hey, somebody killed my daddy, now I got to go kill him. Now they did. Now we all happy. Like I knew it was going to have more, depth to it in that. So, getting through the book, the highs, number one, doesn't waste time. There's not a whole lot of over description. There's not a lot of wasting time doing a whole bunch. Like if you read books like I read books, sometimes somebody can spend 2 pages describing a room. Sometimes they could go into these long soliloquies about their internal struggle and the like. Nah, it's none of that. Like it gets to it opens up with some definite information. It establishes who your main character is. Boom, we get right into the storyline. Modern day, there are a few flashbacks. You immediately understand what the risk is, what the stakes are, why it's so important for her to get to the end of this. And it's not as simple as some books are, where it's like, okay, somebody kidnapped the kid, or somebody shot a parent, or your loved one. It's not that simple. The story is a little bit more complicated because she's a loner. She doesn't have family, so there's really nothing to connect her. So it's like to try to find unique motivation. I think they did a great job. Also, it's very accurate as far as and I was so quick, like when I was reading the first part of the book, there's certain things that happen and I was just like, that's not what that government organization would do, or like that's not. And I was like, so because I watched a lot of TV and movies, so I'm like, I know how the government works, they wouldn't do that. So at first I was like getting all set to be like, I can't wait to tell this dude that this is wrong and that is wrong. And guess what? He ends up flipping it and showing me how much knowledge he does have. So even when you try to go in figuring like, yeah, I know what this is and I know this person is incorrect, a lot of things are done on purpose to throw you off and to make the story that much more interesting. Like the ending is dope. The characters are vibrant. They're varied. There are obviously male and female characters throughout the whole film. Obviously they're running all over the country. There's so much stuff going on. There are people getting killed. So like those are the highs for me. It was so easy to read. It was such an enjoyable storyline. It wasn't over your head. You know how sometimes they'll write and they use all these big words. And you're like, what the hell? I got to get a dictionary. So I got to read a dictionary just so I can get through the book. It wasn't all of that. It was actually, fun. It was fast paced. It was easy to follow. There weren't multiple, like sometimes when you get into books, they'll have like 3 or 4 sub stories going on, so you're trying to remember what the something. No, there wasn't a lot of that. There were probably about 2 stories that kind of ran simultaneously, and they were all kind of related to each other, so it wasn't hard to follow. And like I said, the ending was fire. I think the stakes was great. I think there were definitely certain points where I was nail biting and just kind of wondering what's going on. But anyway, all in all, I would say the lows on the book, I could have imagined it being a little bit longer. I feel like there were certain scenes that I would have loved to see, like them take it up. There was a great chase scene, great car chase scene in there that's phenomenal. There's definitely like a ball that happens and then like an explosion. I don't want to give too much away because I want you guys to enjoy it. But there's an explosion that happens at a ball, and then like a fight. There's multiple fights that take place that ends up leading into the car chase, and then a bunch of other stuff that happens. But it was just like, yo, I love that. And I would have liked to have seen, enjoyed more complicated fight scenes like that. Because before that scene, there's a lot of one-on-one combat. But like I said, super dope. The other downside is, I mean, I don't really have too many other downsides for it. Like, I can't really knock this book, man. The book, he just does a great job. You know what I mean? It's, and like I said, it's something, if you're looking for something way more politically complex, this isn't for you, you know. But if you're looking for just some hood kind of like, yo, son, we gonna get our revenge, yo, saying, yeah, Bloods and Crips, baby, die, boom, 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 you gonna, like, nah, it's in that sweet spot between, you know, giving you some culture, giving you a little bit of political intrigue mixed with some, you know, some straight up street justice, you know what I mean? And that worked perfectly for me. I mean, let me tell you. And the reason why I got the couch in the background, this is one of those great books to where, like, if you just want to take a weekend and just enjoy something different, you know what I mean? You just want to kick your feet up, turn the TV off, you know, and enjoy something. This is the book for you. You know, and also, I mean, it's got a little bit of a love story in it. It's got some love in it, you know what I mean? And then, of course, it wouldn't be a Marlon McCaulsky book if there weren't some hot, steamy, you know, lovemaking scenes. I mean, that's just, that's a part of the brand, bro. You're not gonna get a Marlon McCaulsky anything without getting, you know what I'm saying, some hot, steamy sex scenes. I mean, that's just the game. You know what I mean? Like, when you tap in with this brother, hey, it is what it is. So, let's see. At this point, it's time for the ratings. Let's see where we can get some ratings going right now. All right, so I got classic, good to watch, catch it on streaming. Hold on. Not doing it for me. Oh, hell nah. And if you ever show me this again, I'll slap you. So pretty much it's like a rating between 1 and 5. So let's say, let me go back. I got to look at it again one more time. All right, what I catch it on streaming. Look, I'm going to tell people like this. Now, the book is available not only in print. The book is also available in oh gosh, you would have thought I've never done this before. Let me pull it up. So it's available on Amazon.com, and it's also available in a bunch of other locations. I'm not being paid for this, so of course I don't have some kind of like specific breakdown on where all of them are, but let me put this on the big screen. So like if you got Kindle, you can read the whole book right now for free on Kindle. If you have the Kindle Unlimited, shoot, I would definitely say do that if you like Kindle. For me, I really don't like reading books on tablets. I gotta pick that book up. You know what I'm saying? So I bought mine $11.99 plus tax. So you're looking at 12 and some change, you know, and of course I've got Amazon Prime. So 2-day free shipping, nothing. So look, I'm telling you, and it's not even expensive. It was like $15, no big deal. So like, yo, come pick something up. You're supporting a black author, you know what I mean? And so I'm not gonna catch it on streaming. It's a good read for me. This is definitely 4.0. This is 4.0 out of 5 books. 4.0 out of 5 books. Get you a couple of drinks, get you some popcorn, kick your feet up, read this joint, and then similar books that I would recommend to this. That's a good question. Similar books that I would recommend for this. That's a good question. I don't know. I haven't seen any. I mean, I know there are a bunch of like crime novels and stuff like that, or like you know, I think the closest thing that I've read to this was, I know this is gonna sound crazy, I've read a Metal Gear novel before based on the video game that came out, and it was pretty much kind of like this. Like, it was super dope. So like any one of the Metal Gear novels, and I'm talking about, I read one back in the 90s. So like, but I'm telling you, you would definitely enjoy this. If you want fast pace, something great, you want to be able to enjoy a great read from a great black author who's got some dope work out there, you definitely going to love this. And let me show you. These are some of his other books that he has out. All right, so let me go through the ones I have. So I have Pink Palace. I have Pink Palace 2 from Vixen the Diva. All right. Obviously, I just talked about Dangerous Woman. Now, my next one is going to be Returned. I just got that one, and I'm about to sit down and enjoy that one. And I want to watch Return, and then the second one right after that. Let's see what else. Urban Fantasies. I've got the first one, and like, yo, I'm telling you, man, dope work. Great author. I can't recommend it enough. Hey man, if you haven't done so, pick you up a book. Hey, and and if you got kids, man, this isn't like vulgar and over the top. You know what I mean? Oh, well, let's just say it like this. If you have kids 17 and up, 16, 17 and up, there you go. This is cool. It's not vulgar and, you know what I mean, super icky. Yo, you know what I mean? Or a young adult, man. If you're in your 19, 20, you know what I mean, and you want to get some reading on, let's do it, man. Or why not? Support a black author. We out here in these streets, man. Check us out next Monday right here on VVC Life for real reviews with your boy JS Wanna Supply, and obviously my homegirl, the Queen Euphoria, will be back. Thank you guys for tapping in. Hey, thank you, Marlon McCaulsky, for writing that book. Keep writing, and we'll check y'all next time. We out of here.